All right, Greg. So as we were talking about before we went to break, you had mentioned that there's going to be something to watch out for as people wake up in the morning and start to head to work. And for those, well, I guess there is no school tomorrow. It's President's Day.
That's right. But yeah, if we head out in the morning, you want to watch out for some fog. Haven't seen it in a while. We're going to see it likely developing. You can get a hint of that right now by looking out at the tower cam right now, kind of that misty overlook there. The dew point's very close to the temperature, so that's going to be a good indicator for us that we have some fog developing into the overnight hours. 36 right now. The dew point's 35. Typically, when you get them both to sync up, that's when you start to get the air saturated and get some of that fog developing. So we'll watch out for that as we head out into the next several hours and into the overnight as well. So keep that in mind if you're going to be out and about early tomorrow morning. Good news is there's no school for us for President's Day for the holiday. Temperatures across the region into the upper 30s and low 40s. Still some of that light shower activity. We talked about snow. Remember that last night? Well, most of it just not been able to develop up towards Harrisburg. Actually, even north of Harrisburg is where we see the nearest snow right now. We still might see a few flakes as we head into the evening hours as this system pulls out of here. It's all associated with area low pressure moving across the deep south, producing today a lot of severe thunderstorms, some tornado warnings over parts of the Florida Panhandle, down over parts of South Georgia. That whole system moving offshore, and as it does, it will bring us into the rainfall. Here's the planner for this evening. Again, by about 2 o'clock in the morning, the shower activity should taper off. Again, maybe a few wet snowflakes. We'll keep it into the mid-30s, and again, see that fog developing into the early morning hours, and then maybe dissipating by about 10 o'clock in the morning, as it typically does. Temperatures overnight into the mid-30s for us. So again, we're not even near freezing for anywhere. I don't see a 32 anywhere on the map for us. Again, another good sign for us that you won't have any travel concerns as far as icy roads, except for what's still out there left over from the storm 3 weeks ago. Here's that Maryland cast again for your Monday. Temperatures in the 40s across the board. Beaches are going to be a little bit colder out there because that cloud cover and that system pulling offshore, so still a little bit dreary along the beach front. Here's what it looks like for our Monday as our neighborhood forecast in Howard County. Mid-40s, lots of clouds out there. We head over to areas of Cecil County, also into the mid-range of the 40s, and plenty of cloud cover, but no precipitation in the morning. We'll watch the system pull out of here as we head into tonight. In the next few days, we'll see basically clear conditions. Maybe by about Tuesday, a few sprinkles come across the board, but haven't even put them on the 7-day for you. Not until we get closer into our Thursday, we will see some of this rain and moisture working back into the forecast, but it will be a rain for us, so we'll continue to wash things up out there. And as you see into the 7-day forecast, we keep it into the 40s for Monday. Tuesday, we're back in the 50s and mid-50s for Wednesday. Thursday looks pretty nice and mild. Little drizzle late on Thursday. Friday is our next big rain day for us. And then as we head into the weekend, cooler temperatures are moving in with highs only into the 40s, the lower 40s Sunday, maybe some 30s by Monday. And we'll see 20s back in the forecast as we head into the early morning hours back into the week after next. So Bryant, looks like winter is not quite done with us yet.